In the vast, unpredictable world of cryptocurrency, where fortunes are made and lost in the blink of an eye, a new enigma has emerged, capturing the attention of the entire digital community. It's a story of hidden wealth, anonymous power, and the delicate balance between decentralization and control. A giant has emerged, a digital leviathan lurking beneath the surface of the Pi network. A digital wallet previously unknown and shrouded in secrecy now holds over 331 million Pi coins, a staggering sum that represents a significant portion of the entire Pi supply. This discovery has sent ripples of shock and speculation throughout the Pi network community. This is an unprecedented accumulation, a concentration of wealth that defies the very principles of decentralized currency, for a currency not yet launched on open markets. The anticipation surrounding Pi's mainnet launch has been building for years, and this massive wallet throws a wrench into the works, raising questions about fairness and distribution. The Pi community, millions strong, a global network of individuals who have dedicated their time and resources to mining Pi, has been mining for years, waiting for this moment. They've envisioned a future where Pi empowers them, offering financial freedom and a decentralized alternative to traditional systems. But the appearance of this massive, anonymous wallet, seemingly out of nowhere, has cast a shadow over their hopes. It's a stark reminder that even in the world of decentralized finance, power can still be concentrated in the hands of a few. Who controls this digital fortune? What are their intentions? The timing is critical, with the mainnet launch on the horizon as rumors of a mainnet launch and exchange listings intensify. The decisions made in the coming weeks will determine the fate of Pi and its community. This single entity holds more Pi than entire communities, than thousands upon thousands of individual miners combined, raising concerns about power and control. The concentration of such a vast amount of Pi raises legitimate questions about market manipulation and the potential for unfair advantages. Is this the work of a visionary, someone who believes in the long-term potential of Pi and is strategically positioning themselves for success, or a market manipulator waiting to strike, ready to exploit the currency for personal gain? The silence from the wallet's owner has fueled wild speculation and anxiety, with countless theories circulating online, each more outlandish than the last. The community, once united in their shared vision for Pi, now faces uncertainty about the future of Pi. Doubts and fears are beginning to surface, threatening to fracture the strong bonds that have held them together. This wallet could become a kingmaker, a force that shapes the destiny of Pi, or a destroyer, before Pi even hits the open market. The potential impact of this wallet cannot be overstated. The paradox of decentralization versus concentrated wealth is now front and center, forcing the Pi community to confront uncomfortable truths about the challenges of creating a truly equitable digital currency. As we dive deeper into this unfolding mystery, we'll explore the players involved, both known and unknown, the theories surrounding the wallet's origins and purpose, and the high-stakes drama about to unfold as the Pi community grapples with the implications of this digital whale. To truly grasp the gravity of this situation unfolding within the Pi network, we first need to understand a crucial term that frequently surfaces in the world of cryptocurrency, the term whale. It's a term that carries significant weight, especially when discussing market dynamics and potential influences. In the cryptosphere, a whale isn't just any investor, it's an entity, whether an individual or an organization, holding a vast, almost unbelievable amount of a particular coin, a quantity so substantial that it dwarfs the holdings of most other participants. This immense stockpile gives them the power to move markets, sometimes quite dramatically, with a single, well-timed trade. Their actions aren't just blips on the radar, they can create ripples throughout the entire ecosystem. Their actions, whether intentional or not, can cause prices to surge to dizzying heights in a matter of hours, or conversely, crash down to alarming lows, just as quickly. This volatility is a hallmark of markets influenced by whales. And these dramatic price swings don't just affect the whales themselves, they have a cascading effect, impacting millions of smaller investors who may have only a fraction of the resources or information available to these large players. To illustrate the scale of their influence, imagine a massive blue whale, the largest animal on Earth, suddenly breaching in a small, tranquil pond. The resulting splash and displacement would be enormous, sending shockwaves throughout the entire ecosystem, disrupting everything in its path. That's precisely the kind of impact a crypto whale can have. Because of their substantial holdings, whales possess the potential to manipulate markets, whether through coordinated buying or selling activity, or simply by creating fear, uncertainty, and doubt, FUD, through strategic communication. They can trigger cascading sell-offs by creating panic among smaller investors, and even create false signals to lure unsuspecting traders into disadvantageous positions. Their presence adds a significant layer of unpredictability and strategic gamesmanship to the already complex world of crypto trading, turning the market into a high-stakes chess game where the rules are constantly shifting. Therefore, the recent discovery of a Pi whale, an entity holding a staggering 331 million coins, is not just a noteworthy event, it's a potential turning point for the entire Pi network. This revelation is undoubtedly a game-changer, altering the landscape and introducing a new set of variables that must be carefully considered. This single entity now wields the power to potentially control Pi's price trajectory and shape the overall narrative surrounding its launch and subsequent adoption. If this whale acts benevolently, with the community's best interests at heart, their influence could be used to stabilize the market, fostering long-term growth and sustainability. However, if their motives are purely selfish, driven by personal gain, their actions could devastate countless holders, leading to significant financial losses and a loss of faith in the project. Adding to the uncertainty, the inherent anonymity of the blockchain means that we currently have no way of knowing their true identity, their long-term goals, or the underlying motives driving their actions. This whale, shrouded in mystery, is now undeniably the biggest question mark looming over Pi's future, casting a shadow of uncertainty over the project's potential success. As a result, the stakes for the entire Pi community have never been higher, with the fate of the network potentially hanging in the balance. Therefore, all eyes, both within the Pi network and across the broader cryptocurrency world, are now intently focused on what this enigmatic whale will choose to do next, as their actions will undoubtedly shape the future of Pi. What is the Pi network, and why does it matter? Launched in 2019 by Stanford grads, Pi aimed to make crypto mining accessible to all. Unlike Bitcoin, Pi could be mined on a smartphone, no expensive hardware needed. This low-barrier approach attracted millions worldwide who mined Pi by simply tapping an app daily. The network grew rapidly through referrals, creating a global community of pioneers. Yet Pi coins have only existed in a closed ecosystem, untradeable, unproven. Critics call it a data collection scheme. Loyalists believe in its revolutionary promise. Now, as Pi nears open mainnet and exchange listing, the emergence of a whale changes everything. The launch is no longer just a celebration, it's a high-stakes drama. The future of Pi will be shaped by how this whale acts. The existence of this whale wallet holding a massive amount of Pi coins wasn't revealed by the Pi core team through any official announcement or transparency report. Instead, it was brought to light by vigilant community members, individuals dedicated to scrutinizing the Pi network's blockchain. These tech-savvy users, meticulously scanning the Pi blockchain explorer, tracing transactions and analyzing wallet addresses, stumbled upon a wallet holding an unprecedented amount of Pi over 331 million coins. A truly staggering figure that immediately raised eyebrows. This was not just a large sum, it was an astronomical sum, dwarfing the holdings of most other wallets within the Pi network. The news of this discovery spread rapidly like wildfire across social media platforms and Pi network forums. Users from all corners of the Pi community began verifying the numbers independently, confirming the wallet's massive balance, and immediately speculating about the identity and intentions of the wallet's owner. Adding to the intrigue, the wallet's sparse transaction history offered no clues whatsoever about its origins or purpose. This lack of activity only deepened the mystery surrounding the wallet, fueling further speculation and concern within the community. The discovery of such a large concentration of Pi in a single wallet has shaken the community's belief in Pi's supposed decentralization. The excitement surrounding the potential listing of Pi on exchanges is now significantly mixed with a growing sense of anxiety and unease. The biggest fear is, what if the whale decides to dump a significant portion of their coins on day one of trading? Such a massive sell-off could trigger a catastrophic price crash, devastating the value of Pi for everyone else involved. This single wallet has quickly become a potent symbol of the inherent risks and uncertainties associated with the Pi network. The Pi core team's continued silence regarding this wallet has only served to fuel further speculation and intensify the community's concerns. Is this wallet a designated developer fund intended to support the ongoing development of the Pi network? Could it belong to a cryptocurrency exchange preparing to list Pi, or is it something far more sinister, perhaps indicative of manipulation or foul play? Regardless of its true purpose, the whale wallet has undeniably become the central and perhaps most controversial character in Pi's unfolding story. With a mystery this big, speculation runs wild. The owner of the 331 million Pi wallet could be one of a few key players. First, the Pi core team. They might control a development fund or reserve for ecosystem growth. This would mean centralized control, but possibly for the project's benefit. Second, a major exchange. Platforms like Binance or Coinbase often accumulate coins before listing. If true, this could signal a major launch and bring optimism. Third, a hacker or private whale, someone who exploited the system or amassed coins early. This is the most feared scenario, as their only motive would be profit. Each theory carries huge implications for Pi's future. The community is left guessing who truly holds the power. Let's examine the theory that the wallet belongs to Pi's founders. In crypto, it's common for teams to reserve coins for development and stability. If this is a founder's treasury, it could help provide liquidity and prevent early market chaos. Such a reserve can act as a stabilizing force during launch. But the sheer size of the holding raises concerns about centralization. Trusting a small group with so much power contradicts the spirit of decentralization. The lack of transparency from the core team only heightens anxiety. A clear announcement about the wallet's purpose could calm fears. Without it, speculation and mistrust grow. The community hopes the founders are guardians, not tyrants. Another theory is that the wallet belongs to a major exchange preparing for a Pi listing. An exchange would need a massive reserve to ensure liquidity at launch. This could be a bullish sign, signaling imminent global trading. For pioneers, it's validation after years of waiting, but an exchange holding so much Pi could manipulate the price for profit. The interests of exchanges don't always align with the community. Such a deal likely happened behind closed doors, raising fairness concerns. While average users mined small amounts, a corporation could have secured millions. This could undermine Pi's grassroots image at its most critical moment. The exchange whale is both a promise and a risk. The whale's discovery has set social media ablaze. Optimists see it as proof that big players are joining, predicting huge price gains. They dismiss fears as FUD and celebrate with memes and price predictions. Skeptics warn of a potential market dump and point to the lack of transparency. Reddit and Telegram are filled with debates, theories, and cautionary tales. Some fear no single entity should hold so much power in a decentralized project. In between, memes and wild conspiracy theories flourish. The whale has become a symbol of hope, fear, and everything in between. The community is united in conversation, but divided in opinion. The mystery has given Pi a new focal point as launch approaches. As of July 22, 2025, the 331 million Pi wallet remains silent. Its existence forces the community to confront critical questions. What are the whale's intentions? Will they reveal themselves or act in secret? A massive sell-off could crash the price, while holding steady could inspire confidence. The fate of millions hangs on one entity's decision. The Pi core team's silence is becoming untenable. Will they address the issue? Their response will test their leadership and commitment to decentralization. The Pi whale story highlights the tension between crypto's ideals and reality. Whether this giant lifts Pi to new heights or drags it down, remains to be seen. The next chapter of Pi's story is about to begin.